Townsend in for Antoinette today. Kellyanne is here for Cindy this morning. I mean, 62 degrees here in Needham with that sunshine. It's pretty comfortable out.
It really is. You know, Tuesday, as you like to say, Doug doesn't usually have much of a personality.
Not at all, except for perhaps.
Yeah, today
a good
it
one.
certainly does. Yeah, it's making a comeback here Tuesday. We're seeing the skies clearing out. Things are brightening up out there as the clouds associated with that rain last night is moving southward. So right now, the cloudiest spots, south coast, moving toward Cape Cod and the islands, and we'll see that gradually start to clear too as we move toward later this morning. So some beautiful color with our live shot in Worcester and Boston right now. Temperatures a little cooler in our northwest suburbs where we're down to the low to mid 50s, 60s elsewhere. As we move throughout the rest of our afternoon, you can see here the skies remain dry and clear with a north wind, which will be breezy at times, especially this morning. Could see occasional gusts near 20 miles per hour. High temperatures today in the mid 70s for Boston, upper 70s near 80 through the Merrimack Valley. Chilly tonight where we could see some 40s in northwest suburbs, but the beauty of a forecast tomorrow before our next round of rain later this week. I'll time that out coming up.
Looks like they did, judging by the video.
Yeah, it looks like it was a little foggy at the time too out there.
It was, yeah, but it's so cute to see how they're like anticipating that chance to scream.
Yes.
I mean,
Very
Give
that
them a
energy
chance to
out.
let it rip.
Right, exactly.
we're all anticipating that sun.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Yeah,
it.
we've seen our fair share of fog, clouds, rain, all of the above, right? So our next round of rain is holding off until late Thursday night into Friday and Saturday. So that means until then, we got these beautiful conditions. You can see the sun breaking through for most locations at this point. Clouds are still hanging around as you go from 95 southward over southeastern Massachusetts. And where we cleared out quickest was areas north of Route 2, where we're seeing a lot of these low 50s this morning. So it's a cool, refreshing start, especially for some of our New Hampshire towns. Clouds right now, you can see others starting to push southward. So I expect they'll clear off of Cape Cod and the islands as we travel toward about 10 o'clock this morning. And then we're all in for this clear sailing of a day as we move through a breezy outlook for this morning. It is a north wind, so that will transport in this low humidity and low temperatures. But you can see that wind does start to calm down as we move toward this evening. So take a look at these highs for today. Most of us in the mid to upper 70s could get a little closer to 80 through the Merrimack Valley here, but it's the low 70s for Cape Cod and the islands. So a cooler kind of outlook for your beach day if you're heading down to the Cape. Tonight, cool and refreshing, 50s in and around Boston, but northwest suburbs will be falling into the 40s. We have our pick of the week tomorrow with less wind in place, a very similar outlook to today, just a little bit calmer with that wind. Our tropics are heating up here, very active. We have several systems we're watching. Gert is a tropical depression, not as concerned with that. A wave near Africa will be one to watch. But in the short term, we're really keeping a focus on Franklin and Harold. So let's take you in on Tropical Storm Franklin. Following a northerly track, we are going to see landfall as we move toward tonight into tomorrow, likely on the south coast of the Dominican Republic, where heavy rainfall extends into Puerto Rico. And as it follows a northerly track, it will likely make its way toward Bermuda. We'll watch it as we move through next week. It will likely stay in that northerly track. So, of course, sitting off of our coastline, but some of the models project it's close enough that it could build our swell here locally. Harold moving toward the southern portions of Texas and right over portions of northern Mexico, where we have a very mountainous area. Could see some impacts in regards to flooding, likely some mudslides out there too. Our next round of rain moving in for Thursday night into Friday, and this could be a soaker at times, especially Friday morning. That's when a lot of the models agree that this will be some of the wettest times for us. As we move toward Friday night into Saturday, you can see that 6 a.m. tomorrow for the rest of the year. And at that point, we move toward those later sunrises. So enjoy it, soak it in. We have a beautiful sunrise this morning. We'll see another beauty for tomorrow as these clouds continue to push southward out of our area. These clouds associated with that rain that pushed through last night. No rain in the forecast today. Instead, things are drying out. You're feeling that humidity dropping. It's going to feel really refreshing and almost crisp as you're heading out the door this morning and again for tomorrow. So let's get you out the door as we're sitting now at Boston with some sun out there. Clouds still hanging around over southeastern Massachusetts. Those clouds will continue to shift south through the next few hours. So they hang longest over areas of Cape Cod and the islands. You'll see here through 9 o'clock, there's still a good amount of clouds over Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. But by this afternoon, afternoon, we're all in for some beautiful skies here. It will be a breezy day. The wind out of the north, that north wind transporting in this lower humidity, but also these cooler temperatures. We were in the 80s yesterday. Today, we're topping out in the mid to upper 70s. Best chance of hitting 80 through the Merrimack Valley. Coolest heading down toward the Cape and the islands today. We're cool, refreshing tonight. Could see some 40s northwest suburbs, 50s in Boston with a pick of the week tomorrow, looking like a real beauty again. But it is heating up in the tropics. We have several systems that we're tracking. I'll walk you through their track coming
In
up.
that front-end loader.
This has been a summer of just wild weather,
Yeah.
including here with our tornadoes.
Oh, sure. And it seems like it's like feast or famine. You have the fires with no rain out through Canada and then too much rain in California.
And then the heat that's been out west. I mean,
know.
just today.
Yeah, for us, we're actually in a nice little stretch here.
take
So
it.
thank
Don't
our
let the
lucky
word out.
stars. Yeah.